Man gets drunk and adopts kangaroo, but is now glad he did. But before we start, please take a moment to give this video a like, subscribe to Happy World, and hit the bell so you'll never miss these great stories. When you notice something suspicious in your bank account, you immediately grow concerned. Are you a victim of identity theft? Did something happen to you that you're unaware of? That's what happened to Minneapolis, Minnesota native Peyton Haag. He realized $5 was automatically being deducted from his bank account every week. He doesn't remember making a purchase of this kind. He was confused about these purchases, but when he found out he adopted a kangaroo, his reaction was priceless. How did this exactly happen to him? On January 2nd, 2020, Haag discovered $5 was deducted from his bank account. At first, the 22-year-old didn't think much about the transaction because this was around the same time he renewed some subscription services like Spotify, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and more. However, a week later, another deduction was made from his bank account. Haag knew something was wrong. He commented, "It was happening weekly instead of monthly, which is not normal at all for subscription services, so I tried looking into it." But what he found was something he probably never expected. Haag discovered his weekly payment was going towards a wildlife and environmental group. It took a lot of digging, but he finally found a receipt in his email that read, "Thank you for your donation. Your sponsorship will go towards all kinds of animals in need, including this injured joey named Poppy." Suddenly, Haag was now the adopted father of a baby kangaroo who needed serious attention, especially during the height of Australia's bushfire crisis in early January. But he didn't remember making this purchase, so he finally came to the realization that this was a drunken mistake, but he prefers not to call it a mistake. Haag learned he must have made the purchase while being drunk on New Year's Eve, but he's not really surprised he decided to adopt a kangaroo since he loves the animal. He said, "I assume I was inspired to adopt a kangaroo that night, as this was also around the time of the Australian wildfires were very bad." Haag realized he was also upset because he remembered his 5-month experience staying abroad in Adelaide, Australia. He worked exclusively with kangaroos, helping to build a natural affinity to them. Haag said, "I'm very attached to the country." In addition, Haag found a drunken note he wrote on his iPhone labeled "New Year's Resoluteness." The message said, "Fly to Poppy." That's when Haag fully realized he was drunk when he adopted Poppy, but he doesn't regret it at all. Reviewing this donation, while sober, Haag realized that the organization he had drunkenly chosen wasn't sending all his contributions toward the animals, so he decided to stop his funding. However, he wasn't ready to give up on helping kangaroos. Instead, he decided to sponsor 2 different joeys. He's always had a heart for kangaroos, and he knew he could use his money to create a positive change. His act of kindness doesn't go unnoticed. Haag shared his numerous yet inspirational story on Twitter, where it gained over 400,000 likes. He used social media to promote various charities and organizations, including the Kangaroo Haven Wildlife Rescue, Kenyana Wildlife Rehabilitation Center, and Kuberry Park Wildlife Sanctuary. He recommends contributing to in a symbolic donation.